Today, Gooners, we have one of the biggest transfer stories of the summer. Arsenal continue to be linked with two of Europe's most exciting attacking players, Julián Álvarez and Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Imagine an Arsenal front line featuring Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice pulling the strings behind them and then adding players of this quality. It's the kind of ambition Arsenal supporters have been waiting for. If you love Arsenal as much as we do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and let's dive straight into today's massive Arsenal news. Come on, you Gunners. Now, before we go any further, it's important to separate speculation from confirmed news. Arsenal have been strongly linked with both players by various reports, but neither transfer has been completed or officially agreed. These remain transfer rumours and targets rather than done deals. That said, the fact that Arsenal are being mentioned alongside players of this calibre says everything about how far the club has come under Mikel Arteta. Arsenal are no longer shopping for potential. They're looking at players who can help them win the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. So today we're taking a deep dive into why these names keep appearing around Arsenal, how realistic these moves are and what they could mean for the future of the club. But before we continue, make sure you subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk if you haven't already. We bring you breaking Arsenal transfer news, match analysis, tactical breakdowns and everything happening at the Emirates. Join thousands of Gunners who never want to miss a major Arsenal update. Julián Álvarez, the dream forward. Let's begin with the name that has Arsenal fans talking more than almost anyone else. Julián Álvarez. The Argentine World Cup winner has built a reputation as one of the most intelligent and versatile forwards in world football. Whether playing as a central striker, second striker, attacking midfielder, or even drifting wide, Álvarez brings relentless energy, technical quality, pressing intensity, and a winning mentality. He isn't the tallest striker or the strongest physically, but what makes him elite is his movement. Defenders struggle to track him because he's always finding space. One moment he's dropping into midfield to help build attacks. The next, he's making a perfectly timed run behind the defence. Before opponents can react, the ball is already in the back of the net. Those are exactly the qualities Arteta loves in his attacking players. Why Arsenal like him? One criticism Arsenal have faced in recent seasons is that they sometimes dominate games but don't convert enough chances. Against deep defensive blocks, Arsenal can create opportunity after opportunity without finding the decisive finish. This is where Álvarez could make a huge difference. He's clinical, composed under pressure and constantly looking to attack dangerous areas. Unlike traditional number 9s who stay in one position, Álvarez is always moving. That movement creates space for teammates like Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz. Instead of defenders focusing on one player, they'd have to deal with constant rotations across Arsenal's front line. Imagine Saka cutting inside while Álvarez drifts wide. Martinelli attacking the far post, Odegaard arriving late into the box. Suddenly, Arsenal become even more unpredictable. Arteta's tactical vision. One thing Arteta values above almost everything else is versatility. Look at the players Arsenal have signed recently. Many of them can play multiple positions. Álvarez fits that profile perfectly. He can lead the line. He can play just behind the striker. He can operate from either wing. He works tirelessly without the ball. His pressing intensity would perfectly suit Arsenal's aggressive defensive style. Arteta wants every forward to defend from the front. Álvarez has already shown under elite coaching that he understands exactly how to press high and recover possession quickly. That's one reason why Arsenal supporters find these links so exciting. The winning mentality. Talent alone doesn't win trophies. Mentality matters. Álvarez has already experienced football at the highest level. He's won major domestic titles. He's lifted continental trophies. Most importantly, he's been part of a World Cup winning Argentina squad. Players who've experienced success often raise standards inside the dressing room. Young Arsenal players would benefit enormously from training alongside someone with that winning mentality. Arteta has repeatedly spoken about creating a culture where excellence is expected every single day. Alvarez fits that philosophy perfectly. The financial challenge, of course, signing a player of this quality is never easy. Any club would expect to pay an enormous transfer fee for one of Europe's top forwards. There would also be intense competition from other elite clubs around Europe. That means Arsenal would need to convince both the selling club and the player that the Emirates is the best destination for the next stage of his career. Fortunately, Arsenal are now in a stronger position than they've been for many years. Back-to-back title challenges, Champions League football, a young world-class manager, an ambitious ownership group, a squad filled with international stars. All of those factors make Arsenal a much more attractive destination than they were a few seasons ago. What would Alvarez bring? If Arsenal eventually managed to sign Julián Álvarez, fans wouldn't just be getting goals, they'd be getting relentless pressing, intelligent movement, elite finishing, creativity around the penalty area, tactical flexibility, big game experience, a relentless work ethic. These are qualities that championship winning teams possess. Arteta has spoken many times about marginal gains. Sometimes the difference between finishing second and lifting the Premier League trophy is having one extra world-class attacker who can decide tight matches. Could Alvarez be that player? It's a question Arsenal fans will continue asking as the transfer window unfolds. What do you think, Gooners? Would Julián Álvarez be the perfect striker for Arsenal, or would you rather the club pursue another elite forward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're enjoying this in-depth transfer analysis, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal transfer news. Coming up in part 2, we'll take an in-depth look at Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, why Arsenal admire the Georgian superstar, how he could transform the left wing, and whether a move to the Emirates is realistic. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Gooners. If you've made it this far, you're a true Arsenal supporter. Don't forget to subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, hit the like button and turn on notifications, because this summer transfer window is moving fast and we'll be here to bring you every major Arsenal update. Now let's turn our attention to another world-class talent who has been linked with Arsenal over recent transfer windows, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. The Georgian winger has become one of the most exciting attacking players in European football. His explosive dribbling, creativity, close control and ability to score spectacular goals have made him one of the most sought-after wide players in the game. It's no surprise that Arsenal have admired a player with these qualities. However, it's important to note that there is no confirmed agreement for Arsenal to sign Kvaratskhelia, and any links remain speculative. Why would Arsenal want Kvaratskhelia? Mikel Arteta wants Arsenal to become unpredictable. When Arsenal attack, they don't want to rely on just one side of the pitch. Bukayo Saka has been sensational on the right wing, but Arsenal have also looked for ways to add more consistent attacking threat from the left. Imagine a player who can beat defenders one-on-one, create chances out of nothing, score from distance, deliver dangerous crosses and constantly force defenders into mistakes. Imagine adding both players in the same transfer window. That would instantly transform Arsenal's attack into one of the strongest in Europe. But football isn't played on social media. Transfers depend on negotiations, finances, player preferences, competition from other clubs, and many other factors. If Arsenal can continue making smart decisions in the market, the dream of lifting major trophies becomes even more realistic. Final thoughts. Gooners, this promises to be another fascinating transfer window. Julian Alvarez would bring relentless pressing, versatility, goals and a winning mentality. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia would bring flair, creativity, dribbling and the ability to change games with moments of brilliance. Both players would undoubtedly improve Arsenal's attacking options, but for now, these remain transfer links rather than completed deals. As always, we'll wait for credible updates and official confirmation before celebrating any signing. Thank you for watching today's episode of Arsenal Daily Talk. If you enjoyed this transfer breakdown, please smash that like button, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates, tactical analysis and everything happening at the Emirates. Now it's over to you, Gooners. If you could sign only one player, who would you choose, Julián Álvarez or Khvicha Kvaratskhelia? Tell us your choice and explain why in the comments below. Let's get the discussion started. Until next time, stay safe, keep believing, and as always, come on, you Gunners.